What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. Recently dudes, I'm kind of glad there's no 3-back formation. Recently we've been smashing the draft. In our last 7 episodes, we got to the finals 6 times, winning 3 finals, losing 3 finals. Out of all of that, the grand irony is that the one time we didn't get to the final was the time that we packed a Festival of Football player and got our best reward. So how about that? We've been using the 3-back formations recently to try and get the highest rated drafts. We're not going to do that here today. I wasn't going to pick a 3-back even if they were offered, just because I just miss using a regular formation. We're going to use the 4-4-2 here flat. I'm still going to obviously try and take the highest rated cards and the good cards, and I mean, Loudrop would be a good way to start things off. It offers us a lot of opportunity to get some strong links, well, some soft links, but some good links around. We've got 4 strikers that I wouldn't mind using. Romelu Lukaku with a Hunter Chem style is a good card. 99 sprint speed, 92 acceleration, great finishing, great composure, bad dribbling. Harry Kane wouldn't be so bad either. I think Dries Mertens might be good. This Higuain card actually interests me a lot. I'm a big fan of this Higuain card. He's got a Hawk Chem style as well, so a nice boost to pace, shooting and physical. I'm actually going to go with him. We go with La Liga and Premier League all too very much. So let's try if we can. Ooh, do we go for... I mean, we could go Aguero and just take two Argentinians. Could go Inzaghi, and that wouldn't be ideal because this is... I mean, this is supposed to be an icon. His finishing is very good, and his pace with a catalyst would be 88 sprint speed, 95 acceleration. It's not bad at all. His dribbling's not bad either. Composure is okay. Suppose it would improve his... Do you know what? Let's take Inzaghi. Why not? Let's take 2 icons. If we see a third, we'll go for a third. We'll go for full icon squad. I'm going to take that Kante as well. Really nice little box that we've got there with those players so far as well. In at left mid, I'm going to take the Alexis Sanchez. It's a shame that we can't really save up for hopefully getting a better version of Alexis Sanchez, but that's not the end of the world either. And then on that right-hand side... Could go Riyad Mahrez, could go Quincy Promes. We're going to take Mahrez, I think, the highest rated of the ones that are there. We're not looking at the moment like we're going to get a 93 or 193. We're a little bit too low on the core players here, and definitely not now with that. We need a Chilean, which we don't have. I'll just go with someone with pace, I guess. Schultz has got good pace, and as a German, actually has a lot of good link opportunities. Ooh-wee! Can't look past that David Luiz. Strong links into Kante. And has an anchor chem style, and he's just generally a beast. Goes up to 87 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, and pretty much immaculate defending and physicals. Great reaction and ball control, good composure, good free kicks, good short pass, long pass, good shooting. Quite a well-rounded card. This would actually make a really, really good box-to-box midfielder, other than the low balance, but that would make a pretty good midfielder. And then our other centre-back is a letdown. I mean, we could take Rakitsky here, Rakitsky. He's got a really well-balanced, well-rounded card. Great shooting, great passing. Reactions and ball control a little low. Defending's very good with physical. He's got a Sentinel Chem style as well. I'm going to take him. We get a soft link into him. I doubt we'll be able to fill in with him. I'm definitely also taking Cesar as Pilaqueta. Let's swap those 2 around and swap those 2 around. That pops us up to 81... And that pops us up to 84 chemistry. So we're 87 rated right now. We can actually focus quite heavily on just picking high-rated players right now. As a Frenchman, he doesn't work. I guess we take Carnesis here. Yeah, we'll take Carnesis here. We need to change these 2 left-hand side defenders, and we need to change our goalkeeper. Other than that, I'd actually be quite happy with that team as a whole. So any improvements obviously would be welcome, but it's time to start looking at focusing on how to improve the bench. Gareth Bale would be a good start with that by improving the bench. Petr Cech would be a better option in goal, but I think we're going to take that Gareth Bale card, and we're really going to start hopefully buffing up this team. We'll even take that Edison Cavani as well. Nice high-rated guy. Even if we could get a 192 or something like that, it would be pretty legit. We also get Joshua Kimmich there. He makes a really good midfielder, does Kimmich. Bringing on as a sub. Good dribbling, good defending, good physical, great passing and vision. Apologies for the noise, bros. Decent pace, decent shooting. A really good defensive-minded midfielder, and we'll take that Kimmich card as well. Hopefully we'll get someone to link with Alexis Sanchez. We get Munir as well. Ooh. Munir and Cavani. Some good links. We could take Deulofeu. Not that I really want Deulofeu. Let's take that Munir card. Quite like Kimmich actually. A good option for a defensive midfielder just coming in as a sub. Great physicals, great defending, good dribbling. Not the best passing. That probably will cause some issues. Doesn't look like either right now that we're going to be able to get ourselves like a super high rated squad here. Am I going to take Ronaldo? We already have Bale, but Ronaldo's beast. We could take Marcelo, link him with David Luiz. Bring those, like swap the teams over again on the left-hand side. Could take Costa and put him up front instead of Higuain. He would get full chem, wouldn't change Sanchez's chem. Could take Eden Hazard, who would get a strong link to Kante. I'm going to take Ronaldo. I'm sorry, I should have taken Marcelo. I can't help but take Ronaldo when he's on offer. I apologise. Ter Stegen's a good shout for me, I think. I am going to take Ter Stegen because I believe that we're going to get the defenders that I need to make him work. I think I believe wrong, guys. I believe wrong. I mean, Felipe works, actually. Felipe does boost chemistry. I'll take him. He boosts chemistry, not by much. Just by 3. Now, if we actually had Marcelo, which I should have taken, I knew it was a mistake before I took it. I knew it was a mistake. Marcelo would have been so perfect here now. He would have got 7 chem. He would have got a soft link into Felipe, who's got Catalyst chem style as well. Not the worst. We get Augustinson there. Now, Tellez is legit. It doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form for rating, but for chemistry, to get both of these dudes on 10 chem, that's actually pretty awesome. That's not the worst thing in the world at all. Next up, I mean, we could take Isco and then pop in Ronaldo or Bale. I'm gonna take him. I'm not gonna put him in yet because it will depend on a few other late picks. Sadly, our bench is not the best. I don't want him. I wish we did get a better left wing though. Not that Alexis Sanchez is bad. I just think there's a few other options that we could take in there. We'll take the Edin Dzeko card as well. And then last but not least, I mean, we didn't get the greatest team here for the first time in quite a long time. We pop him there and then swap those two around. That goes 7-7. Right, so what I want to do is I want to get Cristiano Ronaldo in here. I'm going to need him here. I'm going to need Isco in here. That gets Ronaldo on chem. Isco doesn't get chem. Kante comes off for Lau drop. That's more like it. The question is, guys, do I want to sacrifice Kante and Sanchez, although Sanchez can still start actually? Do I want to sacrifice Kante to have Isco to get Ronaldo instead of Mahrez? It's basically Isco and Ronaldo or Kante and Mahrez. And I don't have a good CDM. I've got to use Kante. I've got to do what's smart. We've got to use Kante. Well, Kante gets full chem here anyway. Ronaldo on 6 chem. Do you know what? I would rather Ronaldo on 6 than Mahrez on 10. I think that's where we're at. Let's see if we can get up to a 90 rated squad with this as well. It's a shame. My biggest problem this draft, and one of the reasons why I actually think we'll struggle to probably get a victory here with this draft, is the fact that I don't have a great goalkeeper. Maybe I should have taken Petr Cech there when we had the opportunity to pick him, and instead of put Ter Stegen, because with Ronaldo and Bale, I was half expecting that we might be able to put a La Liga defence together, but it just wasn't an option. I quite like the team like this. I think this back line is going to be a problem for me. I will be genuinely surprised if we go on all the way to win this draft. That takes up to 97 chemistry. This guy takes up to 99 chemistry. Him 97, him 97, and him 97. So the Premier League manager gets up to 99. I mean, that's really good, dudes. Everyone's on at least 8 chemistry, with exception of Cristiano Ronaldo. But his card's so good that even 6 chemistry for him is good enough anyway. Can we show the chem? Can we look at chem? It's not showing me the chem. Can you show me the chem? Let's have a look at the chem. Let's go to edit lineup. Why won't it show? There we go. So yeah, 8 chemistry minimum on everybody, and then Ronaldo on 6. I'm happy with that. And then as subs, what's likely to happen is Gareth Bale will come on, and probably Ronaldo will go up front there, and then on the wing, I actually don't have any great wingers here. I actually might keep Ronaldo or Bale on the wing. I don't have like many creative attacking options for subs. A lot of my options are just midfield options. There's not really like a whole bunch of pace there, but that guy is going to be the squad. This Gareth Bale is better than Ronaldo in every way, shape or form. We're going to start him. Screw it. That's going to be the squad, guys. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, so as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a very strong 5-2-2-1 squad with Lionel Messi, Gareth Bale, Toni Kroos, Walker, Godin and Felipe Luis of, you know, very high rated versions. He's also got Richarlison at left wing and Fernandinho at left mid. And I thought to myself, this is going to be one of those ones where Richarlison probably gets subbed off, but he actually didn't. He kept him on. Now, what I wanted to talk about today, just through this draft here, is, as you can tell by the title of the video, something along the lines of the most overused card in draft history. And that, of course, is Cristiano Ronaldo. And one of the things that I see in the comments a lot, and this isn't me ranting or anything, I'm literally just discussing my opinions and you know, welcoming and observing your guys' opinions. But one of the things that I see a lot is that when, you know, YouTubers in general or people on social media take Cristiano Ronaldo in their draft, it's just boring. And I kind of understand that, because drafts should be about having fun with different teams and different elements of different teams. And I think what we've done over the last last week or so really, is we've actually gone and got lots of different players. You know, I've played with a whole bunch of players I never played with before. We played with that pink Robin, that pink Ribery, the pink Alexis Sanchez, basically all of the pink cards we've started playing with, and they've been a lot of fun. But one thing that we always see is, even with me specifically, is that when Cristiano Ronaldo shows up, he gets picked. And one thing that you'll see through this draft, other than game 1 there, every player that I played in the rest of this draft either had Ronaldo or subbed on Ronaldo, and it's because he's so broken. And so, as somebody that plays the draft, you know, we already know that the rewards in draft are just super, super poor. Like, you would think at this stage in FIFA, EA might take some time out and upgrade rewards. You know, last year they did it with division rewards. They gave us 1 weekend or 1 week of double the coins for divisions, and it got a lot of people playing divisions again. That might have been FIFA 16, actually. I can't remember if it's FIFA 16 or FIFA 17. And it would be amazing if, just for the rest of the year in FIFA, and this is selfish, but it would just be amazing if we got double the rewards, or if they just changed the rewards and added some things in. And the reason why I think that would be cool is because right now, I'm winning the draft a lot at the moment, and I'm not even making coins back. You know what I mean? I'm like, because of how bad the market is and the fact that it's on the floor, I'm making coin loss even when winning the draft, and that just should never be the case. And so when the draft rewards are already so bad, when you spend your 15,000 coins to go into a draft, you can have one of two mindsets. You can have the mindset of, man, I just want to build a real cool, funky team, use players that I've never used before, and have fun and don't care about the rewards, because I'm doing this to use players that otherwise I might have had to spend hundreds of thousands or millions of coins on. Or you can go into the mindset of, I want to pick the best team that's going to give me the best chance to win, because I want to try and make as many of these coins back as I can so that I don't feel ripped off. And what that leaves for me as a content creator is two things. First and foremost, obviously, this series is called Draft to Glory. The whole point is to try and make as many coins as possible. Now, what we did this year that we didn't do in previous years is we did this on the Road to Glory account. So we actually don't have a definitive number of coins that we've made profit for. However, I know I have made already over 1 million coins profit this draft. You know, we've won the draft so many times. We've actually packed a few big players here and there throughout the series. I think we packed an icon earlier on in the year who sold for like 350,000 coins. Like, you know, we've made a lot of coins. So as a content creator, I want to build a team that's going to help me win the draft specifically for this series, because winning the draft is the name of the game. You know, it's what we want to do. And also, if I start building teams that are really bad or that are different and don't offer me the best chances of winning the draft, it's going to make for what I would think big boring videos, because if I keep going out in the first and second round all of a sudden instead of getting to the final every single draft and winning half of them, you know, I think over our last 6 or 7 episodes we've got to the final 6 or 7 times, we've won half of those, we've lost half of those, and then in one episode we got to the semi-final. For me, that feels great, you know, knowing that when you guys tune into Draft to Glory, knowing that you guys are going to get the best gameplay content of me hopefully winning, because I'm building the best team, in my opinion, from what was offered, to be able to perform well in the draft and beat the people at hand. If I start not picking the best players, to pick other players that I've either never used before or just fit the team for chemistry and for no other reason, I probably wouldn't start getting as far in the draft as I possibly am. You know, maybe I'd start going out in first and second rounds or second and third rounds instead of the finals. And I feel like that would turn a lot of people off from watching the Draft to Glory, because it'd be like, well, what's the point of even watching this guy? He doesn't get many wins. He doesn't win the draft very often. The rewards are really, really bad. You know, and it comes back to rewards in some regard. Like, the rewards are so bad in like the early rounds that you know, if you're not at least getting to the final to give yourself half a chance, you just might as well not even turn the draft on, unless you're absolutely, you know, unless you're under the impression that those 15,000 coins that you got are just basically a waste of coins for you to try a couple of players that you've probably never tried before. So I'd like to get your opinion, you know, and with that, Cristiano Ronaldo in this game is the best player in this game. And due to the fact that he's the best player in this game, it just makes me want to pick him every time I see him. What you'll notice is I always pick that Gareth Bale when I see him. I will always take a high-rated version of Heung-min Son when I see him. I will always take like the Team of the Year cards when I see them. But you won't really ever see me take Lionel Messi when I see him, unless like I just have no other better alternative, because I don't think Messi is so great in this game. He's good in this game, don't get me wrong, but he's as good as anybody in this game. Whereas players like the Gareth Bale, who scores, by the way, a phenomenal free kick for me at one stage in the game here or there, might even be this one. It is. Look at that. Banging free kick. Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo, the reason why they work, the reason why they fit the meta so well, is because they're big, strong, and fast. And those three things combined are just super, super broken in the game this year. And it just helps me win games. Like right there, I scored that goal with Higuain because Ronaldo was able to get ahead of a defender. And then when the defender inevitably caught up, because running with the ball is, you know, more difficult than running without the ball, I was able to shoulder him off and use Ronaldo's strength to kind of like bash him away. And I got into some space, cut it back to Higuain for an easy tap-in. Now, if I had Lionel Messi there, I might have got that initial burst through and got into the space, but the defender would have caught up with Messi, he would have overpowered him, and I would have lost possession of the ball. So the most overused player in draft history has got to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever version you want to take of him, but it's definitely got to be Cristiano Ronaldo. But for me, it's important I take him every time he's offered, because it really helps me win the draft. So here we go, guys, into the final. In the final, I came up against a really good opponent. You know, I talk about the game a little bit more after the game's finished out. I know we've already had a lot of gameplay here today, so I didn't want to show all the goals in the final. We go 1-1 at half time, and as you'll see in the top hand side here, sadly I'm 5-3 down going into full time. I do end up getting one more goal back as well to make it 5-4, but this guy was good. You know, he really utilised the fact that I had 3 backs and slow defenders, and he ultimately got the goals with the chances he took. So congratulations to him. Much like the last draft, we lost 5-4. I wasn't even gutted losing that draft. I thought I played really well throughout this draft. I gave it my best shot, and I just wasn't quite good enough in the final. That, though, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so we end up losing in the semi-final there, and I tell you what, I'm not even mad. that guy was a decent player. He really understood the game mechanics and he had a much better team than me. I did manage to take the lead and I gifted him one goal really early on. I think I went 1-0 up and then I gifted him a goal to make it 1-1. I literally passed it to him completely unnecessarily in the edge of the box and threw that one away. But given how tough this team was, like, we was talking the other day about how my goals conceded ratio has dropped dramatically recently. It was hard to keep people out in this draft. You know, I did score quite a lot of goals, but as you can see, I conceded an insane amount of goals. 11 goals conceded over the 4 games here today, so nearly a 3 goal per game ratio conceded. Whereas our average is about 1.8, and I think that really does go to show just how valuable the goalkeepers are specifically. I completely forgot that I could have just subbed Ter Stegen on, which would have been the smart choice. I did typically make this sub here, and then the other subs that I made is I ended up bringing on one of the games I brought Munir on and Kimmich on, like so, and popped it around like this. Not like that. So I popped it around like this just to get a bit more pace with Azpilicueta in the middle, which was really helpful. And then in the final, I went with Gareth Bale up front alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, and we had Munir on and Kimmich on, but we kept Tellez on and we took Higuain off. So it was kind of like that, I think. I can't remember. It was something anyway. I made some changes in the final as well, but I didn't change the goalkeeper, which was a mistake. I would have been better served bringing the goalkeeper on. Maybe I didn't even bring Munir on. I don't remember seeing. I can't remember. I did something, but at the end of the game when it was 5-4, I was like, God damn! I could have just bought I could have swapped the goalkeeper out, and maybe I would have had a better chance. But with that being said, as I say, I'm actually really happy with a final performance with this team. You know, getting to the final again. That's now 7 finals out of the last 8 episodes, winning 3, losing 4, and 1 semi-final loss. We end up getting 2 premium gold player packs. That's actually okay. I don't think we'll get anything out of these because the luck's just never really on our side. But even still, there's a thin pack to start with, not even a thick pack. But even still, with how bad that back line was in that draft, I'm genuinely happy with that. Let me send all of this stuff up to the trade pile. It could have been a hell of a lot worse, you know. With a team like that, we could easily have lost in round 1 quite comfortably. So I'm super happy with that. Let's see what we get in the second pack. 2 thin packs. I mean, it doesn't matter if you win the draft, if you lose the draft, if you get first rounded. It makes no difference. The draft rewards are really difficult to make any money back with them these days. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.